He's much taller. He has a 2-inch reach advantage. Here is the veteran voice, Bruce Butler.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Chairman Anthony Marnell. Executive Director Bob Bennett. Commissioners Francisco Aguilar, Skip Evansino, Pat Lundvall, and Michonne Martin. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Glenn Trowbridge, Jeff Mullen, and Derek Cleary. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, John McCarthy. This bout is sponsored by Bud Light, Raise One to Right Now, and Metro PCS, where you can get nationwide coverage on the blaring fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30, period. And now, this is the moment UFC fans watching around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 19 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 168 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, presenting the pride of Ireland and the reigning, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu fighter holding a professional record, 20 wins, 10 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170.5 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, presenting the Ultimate Fighter Season 5 winner and the number 4 ranked lightweight contender in the world, Nate Diaz!
Fighter Nate, get him up. Gentlemen, went over the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. I want you to fight hard, but fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, touch now. Good luck to you, both of you.
Like I said the first time, not a chance. Not a chance. McGregor. Diaz. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Big John McCarthy, our referee. Here we go! McGregor, the southpaw in the green trunks. Diaz, the southpaw in the black trunks.
And as I suspected, right away, he's opening up with the leg kicks. A tactic that Rafael Dos Anjos used successfully on Nate Diaz. Nate got that one up, but still took it in the meat of his leg. Again, Conor. Those are brutal leg kicks he's landing on Nate.
Conor looking for redemption, the ultimate redemption of his fighting career, and he's opening up as many people thought he would, trying to chop down the lead leg of Nate Diaz.
And those are unchecked, brutal power kicks off that back leg. And Nate is already getting light with that front leg, trying to prepare for those kicks. But he's always heavy on that front leg, Mike, that boxing-based style of his. He checked that one.
Yeah, check that one. And a lot of this, Joe, is due to Conor's involvement of the ground game. Throw the kicks, he's not worried about getting down on the mat with Nate Diaz.
Well, it's also just an excellent tactic because Nate has shown ability to be hit there before. And again,
over and over.
Oh, he tagged him.
Straight left connects. Conor says, get on up.
Again with that leg kick.
Fight going according to plan thus far for McGregor. 2 minutes in. First fight was 5.5 months ago, and McGregor had early success.
And again with the leg kick. Nate's having a problem with that leg, Mike. He's moving on it funny.
Conor with a combination. Diaz
again slams it in there.
That one, Joe.
Beautiful timing on that leg kick.
Diaz opens up.
The leg kick is a huge factor in this fight, and Conor's using it brilliantly.
Conor just able to slip that jab. Again he does.
Good shot to the body by Conor.
Good counter.
And again with the leg kick.
Diaz just eating him. He's checked one. Conor has talked a lot, Joe, about this fight going deep into the latter rounds, and that's where he feels he'll have a big advantage.
And another one, another leg kick.
See, Nate's already lighter on that front foot.
Well, he's trying to check him if he can, but he eats another one. Conor's doing a great job of timing it off of his punches as Nate leans back.
And Nate's not circling away from that left kick at all.
Another one. I mean, a beautiful display of leg kicking so far by Conor.
Long reach. 30 seconds.
Long reach, but not long enough to avoid the leg kick.
Yep.
And another one.
Conor has said precision beats power, timing beats speed. Clip
him again.
Final seconds of the round. 1-0 McGregor.
And here we see the leg kicks, beautifully placed by Conor McGregor. Here's another one. And there's a nice left hand that dropped him. And another clean left hand by McGregor. Excellent first round for Conor McGregor, and very different than the first round of their first fight. Did not blow himself out.
Nice deep breath. When I rinse and spit. That's the technical difference between the two of us. And that's what's going to be for the next 4 rounds. No rushing in.
No free kick.
Calculated, yet aggressive attack. What John Kavanaugh is talking about.
Look at that right leg of Nate Diaz. It is chewed up already.
Well, Nate now knows he's in a fight, and that will fuel his fire fiercely. What a great quote. It said, "Defiance and disdain, these men wear it like a suit of armor."
Check that one. Nate's corner was saying no more free kicks. He ate another one. He hurt him with that.
Get back up. That's 2, Joe.
And another leg kick.
He's picking them apart right now. All Conor McGregor. 19 and counting with the leg kicks.
Oh, he hurt him
again. Conor feels it. Wouldn't it be something if he stops him in round 2? Which is when Diaz defeated him 5.5 months ago. Conor looks perfect thus far.
Nate's having a hard time moving on that right leg as well, Mike. That could be a factor in why he's falling down like this, plus the clean, hard shots of Conor.
Only 2 men have stopped Nate Diaz. Josh Thompson in 2013, Hermes Franca in 2006.
Another nasty leg kick by Conor.
Thus far, Nate unable to get into that throw.
Relax.
not just not able to get in the flow, not able to get success with anything yet.
Left hook. Okay. On the leg.
John Kavanaugh.
Again, beautiful. So far, just a perfect strategy by Conor.
And we knew he left no stone unturned in preparation for this rematch. Obsessed every single day.
And again,
waiting for tonight. Midway point of round number 2.
beautiful counter.
Slip and rip. Conor is happy to wait for what's given to him, instead of hunting down openings like he did in the first fight.
Well, he's getting more and more confident as this fight goes on. Standing right in front of Nate and outboxing him here. Again with the leg kick. And again. Man. Nate putting pressure on him. He senses Conor slowing down.
Diaz trying to score here.
Nate moving forward. Oh, he's
good combination.
Conor's moving away now. Nate is sensing Conor McGregor getting tired, and he's starting to put pressure on Conor.
Which is what happened in the first fight. Diaz pushing forward here, just over a minute on the clock. In the second, Conor goes body. Nate trying to open up.
Nate put pressure.
And rocks him. And again. Big combination. We have ourselves a fight.
Nate Diaz weathered the storm, and now Conor McGregor is in trouble.
30 seconds.
He goes high with the knee. He tags him again.
But Diaz just walks through it, Joe. Uppercuts. Body. 10. This place is awesome. One.
Wow. Things just got real interesting.
What he did all the training. This is why you push yourself every day. Recover.
Nathan, get against the cage. Pump that chest with your left hand. With your left leg, hit through the left.
All right, hold on. All right, hey. Double jabs are working, and don't be scared to block. I like when you block. The dirty boxing is
Dominic
what we
Cruz
want.
had a very interesting statement before this fight. He said, I don't know if Conor McGregor has a style that can go 5 rounds. Look at this knockdown by Conor. He explodes. He moves very fast. It's part of his success, but it is draining. Beautiful combinations by Conor, but then he starts to fade. He was moving away. Nate sensed it, and Nate started moving in on him and swarming. Conor was breathing very heavy in between rounds, and we're moving in to round number 3.
Diaz, the aggressor early.
Conor's still breathing heavy, Mike.
Yep. And he's been much more calculated in this fight, Joe, and still breathing heavy.
Yep. I think Dominic Cruz had a very good point in his analysis of this fight. Conor is fading radically here. Big, deep breaths, hands moving much slower. A much diminished fighter in this 3rd round.
And Nate senses it.
Nate just pointed to him, and he just rocked him. And now he's putting pressure on him.
And Richard Perez, longtime boxing coach, said to Nate, put him against the cage. Throw some knees.
And Nate went for the takedown there unsuccessfully, but he's making Conor fight a clinch battle. And he said time and time again, this is one of the most grueling aspects of MMA. Big deep breath by Conor,
number one driver of success is hunger. And these men have a great hunger, a great drive, and they will leave it all inside the octagon tonight. Good counter by Conor.
And again with the leg kick, a hard one. And a good counter left.
Diaz covers up. Takes one to the body.
There's still plenty of time in this round, Mike.
3 minutes, Joe.
And he's talking to him now. Talking to him and putting pressure on him.
Stand right in his face. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Good spin by Conor.
Caught the leg. Nate caught the leg.
Right in front of his corner, McGregor listening to the instruction from his coaches. Midway point of this fight.
Diaz drops down for a double. Let's see if he can get it. Conor defended, but again, defending in this kind of clinch battle is brutal and draining.
Nice elbow on the... There's a little bit of a break, and they tangle again.
What's up?
Conor has only had one career fight go the distance.
Good combination on the break by Nate. Conor's moving away here, and Nate's pointing at him. Oh, he's tired.
Got him right over the air. There's those kicks again. They're much more hurried and much more labored. Look at the total strikes. Over 200 combined. Wow.
And Nate points at him after he hits him. And Conor countered with a left hand himself. This is a dogfight, ladies and gentlemen. A real dogfight. And Nate tagged him with a 1-2.
Clinch. Quick punches to the jaw. There's the big body shots. McGregor's in big trouble here.
Nate Diaz
is looking to finish it right here, right now. Body.
Tremendous pressure by Nate Diaz.
This was the beginning of the end in the first matchup.
But Conor's doing a much better job of defending in this round. Oh, nasty shot to the body.
Big trouble for McGregor. Final seconds of the round. Just trying to survive. Wow.
Huge round for Nate Diaz.
Just a cover. These are those last few rounds on the rower. You're winning the clinch every time. If your back's against the fence, hands up, they're hitting your arms. You can slip and catch them on your arms. They're slaps. Do this recover loads of time. Rinse and spit. This is it now, championship rounds. You can instigate the clinch and just lean on them and get your breath. Slip left hand is there every time.
That fight that went the distance was against Max Holloway. It was a 3-round fight. Tonight, the 8th 5-round fight for McGregor.
What a fight.
And the 5th 5-round fight for Diaz. Main event, non-title, but 5-minute rounds.
A hard 1-2 by Conor. A good left hand over the top.
Nate took some punishment early, weathered the storm, literally. Man, he turned it on at the end of the round.
Another hard leg kick by Conor. Nate's got a big cut on his cheek now, Mike, as well as above his eye.
Tonight, the first time that Conor has ever been in a fourth round. He's had 6 5-round fights in the UFC, including tonight. Never gone the distance in a 5-round fight.
They're going at it in these clinches, Mike, and Nate Diaz is throwing volumes of punches, whereas Conor's pot-shotting him.
Nate's all bloodied up.
He is, and he's having a hard time seeing, Mike. He keeps wiping his eyes. Another hard leg kick. He wobbled him with that one, Mike. Good shot to the body by Conor. Front kick to the chest by Nate.
Counter.
Nate is bloodied up, Mike, real bad. And he just ate another hard left hand by Conor.
Conor re-energized here early in round 4.
Again, Nate with the clinch, drops down for the double. Can he get it? No. Good defense by Conor.
Diaz has gone 25 minutes once in his career. It's just the second time he's been to a fourth round.
Again, Nate keeps reaching down, trying to complete a takedown. He hit him with another nice knee to the body.
Yeah.
Now he's ripping shots.
Diaz's advantage in total strikes continues to grow.
Oh, big shot by Conor. And Diaz returns fire.
Great use of the clinch with that elbow. Both men bringing it.
Another nice knee to the body by Nate. Conor turns the clinch around.
A lot of time on the clock.
Conor with a beautiful combination.
Both of these men so durable.
Nate staggered him there. Oh, beautiful counter by Conor.
There's the kick. When you get this much buildup and this much anticipation for a fight, it's absolutely wonderful when the fight is like the one we're watching right now, Joe.
Absolutely.
And they're still swinging.
Very nice combination there by Conor. He seems to have caught a second win, Mike. Moving well. Good combination.
The slip and rip.
There's a good hard left hand over the top.
30 seconds on the clock here in round 4. Slip.
Round. You have to win it. You're doing amazing, Nate. Block, and counter now. He's flat-footed, so look to land the 2. You're landing a jab, land the 2. All heart, baby. All heart.
Nathan, you're standing there too much, all right? Come on, you got a back.
Nice stiff jab, catch his shots. You're dominating the clinch.
I was feeling nervous, right? All right, baby, that's what
Rinse your mouth.
When he steps forward, you got to move off the center line. When he steps, he's looking to control.
5 minutes.
Step off the center line.
Look at this nasty counter left hand by Conor McGregor, and then a right hand behind it. Really seemed to have found a better rhythm in that round.
They are on their feet here inside the sold-out T-Mobile Arena. 5 minutes
nasty leg kick to start things off.
Gilbert Melendez telling Nate Diaz, you need to win this round. This fight could very well be tied at 2.
Nate putting the pressure on him. Conor attempts a flying knee.
And Nate just smothers it.
Conor turns the punch around here. Conor's got Nate's back. Check that one. Man, look at the blood. Good Lord. Nate's having a real hard time seeing out of that right eye, Mike. It is a mess.
Looking for more pressure.
His face is so busted up here, and John took a big, good look at it.
Conor got out of the way. Conor with that right. The moment you would think we're in doubling.
Nate drops down for the double. Can he get it?
This would be huge.
Cannot get it.
Wow.
Excellent takedown defense by Conor.
Outstanding. And remember in the first fight, it was Conor who initiated the takedown.
Excellent combination there by Nate. Conor moves away from him.
Yep.
Conor's tired,
stuffed
Mike.
all 3 takedowns. Trying to stay in it here, Joe. 2.5 minutes.
Good combination by Conor. Nate shakes his head, but those shots landed, as did those.
Past the midway point of our 5th and final round.
Excellent shot there by Nate.
There's a clinch. Oh! Big elbow. Conor takes a look up at the clock. 2 minutes.
Knee to the body by Nate. He drops down again for the double. Can he get it? No.
Wow.
Excellent defense again by Conor.
That's huge. 90 seconds. Wow, look how close round 5 is.
But a lot of pressure here by Nate. The judges are going to be looking at this. He's the one pressuring Conor up against the cage, landing these shots. And Conor's having much more success on the outside. Oh, just missed with that elbow.
1 minute.
And Conor turns it around. Conor with a trip, and Nate right back up to his feet. Nate turns it around again. 30 seconds to go.
The biggest fight in MMA history. 20 seconds. Recognition. Redemption.
Beautiful takedown by Nate Diaz.
In the final seconds of the 5th round. Could be huge on the judges' scorecards.
Wow. What a fight.
They left it all inside the
What
octagon.
a fight. Wow. Unbelievable. This crowd is on its feet. Those men just gave everything they had. And win, lose, or draw, that was an incredible performance by both fighters.
Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Raise one to right now.
Now let's take a look at some of the knockdowns by Conor. There's that left hand. Here's another one. Early in the fight, Conor was having his way with the stand-up, with that straight left, and with the left leg kick. There's a nice elbow by Diaz. Somewhere around the third round, towards the end of the second round, really, Diaz started coming on strong. Combinations, just swarmed him, hit him with that elbow there. And what's really big is this takedown at the end of the fifth and final round. That is huge, because that was an incredibly close round, and that was a definitive moment.
They left it all inside the octagon. Let's see how you fans scored it. 65-35 for the notorious Conor McGregor. The fact that they battled for 25 minutes, to steal a phrase that Nate Diaz used after the first fight, I'm not surprised. What a fight. As the judges render their decision, this is the longest couple of minutes in McGregor and Diaz's life. All right, it's in. Time for our official decision, brought to you by Metro PCS, where you get nationwide coverage on the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30 period. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Jeff Moen scores the contest, 48-47, McGregor. Glenn Schroeder scores it, 47-47. And Derek Clearly scores it, 48-47, for the winner by majority decision, the notorious Conor McGregor!
I'm here with the winner, Conor McGregor. Conor, that was a dogfight. You had to dig deep. Give us your thoughts.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back!
A big factor in this fight was those leg kicks, early and often. Was that part of the strategy coming in here?
You're damn right it was, but he took them better than I expected. He didn't show, he didn't let me know. I thought the first 3 rounds, I proved the class difference. I just didn't level to him, but then that toughness and that durability that he has crept back in the later rounds, but I'm still happy to come away with the win. It's a hell of a fight. He's a hell of a competitor, brought out the best in me.
It seemed like there was a time in the fight where you started to slow down, but then you caught a second win. Is that around the 4th round?
Yeah, I dropped him in the 3rd round, and then at the end of the 3rd, he started loading up. But I just stayed calm with it. I didn't exchange back with him. I just bounced the shoulders off I bounced the shots off the shoulders, made my eggs out there, and then reset for the next round. Like my coach says, we win or we learn. I learned from the last contest.
This was an incredibly close and incredibly entertaining fight, a true dog fight, Conor. Congratulations on winning this rematch.
Thank you so much. All I know is it's 1-1. Regroup, boy, we'll do it again. This time at 155 pounds. I came up to 170, faced the bigger man, overcame my adversity. Now you want this trilogy? It's on my terms. Come back down to 155, we'll do it.
Congratulations.
Tonight,
I'm here with Nate Diaz. Nate, give us your thoughts on the fight, and what did you think about the decision?
I thought I'd win that fight. They can't have a motherfucker like me winning. I'm too real for this sport. They're going to get me out when they can, but it's all good, though. I came to this fight worse off than last time. I didn't get a train. I had injuries. Fuck that. I didn't even make any excuses, but he should have finished me off. I want number 3. I gave him number 2 the second day, so I'm ready to go again. Fuck that.
He just said that he's willing to do number 3. If you're willing to do number 3, I think everybody in this room wants to see number 3.
Hey, we're going for number 3. Fuck that. Hey, good job today, Conor, but we're going for 3, for real.
Congratulations on an excellent performance, Nate. It was a great fight to watch.
Until then, I ain't coming back. Thanks to my team, Richard Perez, Jake Gilbert, my motherfucking brother, Nick Diaz, is the best fighter in the world. I wish they would let him in this arena. Shout out to Nick Diaz, Nate Diaz Academy in Lodi, California. Peace out, Stockton.
Nate Diaz, ladies and gentlemen.
Tonight's main event, post-fight interviews, brought to you by EA Sports UFC 2. Limited time UFC 202 event packs are still available in UFC Ultimate Team. Play EA Sports UFC 2 for free, now on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network until August 22nd. Tonight belongs to Conor McGregor. And the next time we see you on pay-per-view will be from the banks of Lake Erie, with Cleveland's own looks to defend his title in his hometown.
On September 10th, the heavyweights are coming. New UFC champion Stipe Miocic defends his title against kickboxing and MMA legend Alistair Overeem. And former heavyweight champion Fabricio Verdun returns to take on Travis Hoppa Brown. Plus, the Octagon debut of former pro wrestling superstar CM Punk. UFC 203. This is big.
UFC 202. Diaz versus McGregor 2 has been brought to you by Harley Davidson. See your dealer today and learn to ride like some of your favorite UFC fighters with Harley Davidson Riding Academy. Live your legend. By EA Sports UFC 2. Game Informer calls it an adrenaline rush. Get up to 50% off EA Sports UFC 2 at select retailers, in-store and online. And by the new movie Hands of Stone, the true story behind boxing's greatest rivalry, starring Edgar Ramirez, Robert De Niro, and Usher Raymond. In theaters everywhere Friday. Conor McGregor just said that he broke his foot, but his heart and his soul is not crushed like it was 5.5 months ago.
Well, there was certainly a few kicks that Nate checked that landed on the shin, and if he landed with that foot, that makes a lot of sense. But, man, he didn't show that at all during the fight. Here he's kind of cooling down, the adrenaline subsiding, and he's feeling it. You can tell as he's walking. But, man, what a fight. I mean, what a fight.
Both men so durable, Joe, because both men were in trouble throughout that 25 minutes.
I want to know what Nate Diaz was talking about when I was interviewing him, when he's saying his camp was no good, he was injured, and he was having problems. He said he didn't want to make any excuses, but, of course, that's an excuse. I want to know what that was and whether or not that played a factor and what the injury was. But at the end of the day, what we saw two aspects of this fight that were really intriguing. One, we saw Conor make an amazing adjustment. The leg kick was crucial. It was huge. His combinations were smooth and powerful, and he didn't blow himself out in the first round.
And excellent takedown defense.
Excellent takedown defense. Absolutely outstanding, even when he was exhausted. So then they go into the second, and then towards the end of the second, Nate Diaz started coming on strong. One thing we're absolutely sure, Nate Diaz has a tremendous amount of scar tissue, and that's a huge factor whenever he fights. It just opens up, and he starts cutting. The leg kicks, like, look at this. That was a big part of the fight, was Conor McGregor landing powerful leg kicks over and over again. And we saw early in the fight that it was hindering Nate's movements. Then the clean left hands by Conor. But then Nate started coming on. He started hurting him and pointing at him. And he was talking trash to him and hitting him and using just volume. The cleaner, more powerful shots landed by Conor, but a lot of volume by Nate. Like, look at that beautiful combination there. A left hand and then a right behind it. And there's that takedown towards the end of the fight that was absolutely huge. A sign of respect, which was really nice to see after 7 rounds of war by these guys.
Unbelievable. And these guys, obviously, they continued to battle. Verbally, non-verbally, they left it all in the octagon tonight. For Nate Diaz, 155 is where he has spent most of his career, and I think he's right. We want to see the trilogy.
Yes, and this is what I think is really interesting. Conor said, let's do it again at 155. Well, what is that? He's the 145-pound champ. So if he's going to do it again at 155, vacate that title. Yep. Vacate that title. Let someone fight Jose Aldo for the undisputed title. And then, because it's kind of ridiculous to keep holding up that division with Conor keep fighting at these higher weight classes, now at 170. So go down to 155. They fight again at 155, but I don't know how that's going to help Conor's endurance. Or look, this is the first UFC fight that he's had that's gone into the 5th round. I don't believe he's had a 5-round fight outside the UFC.
It's the first time he's ever gone to the 4th round.
Yeah, so, which is very, very difficult, especially with a guy like Nate Diaz, who uses a lot of volume and a lot of pressure.
Cowboy wants Eddie Alvarez, but Dana White and the staff, they'll figure all that out. Rumble outstanding. Rumble's raw power is one to be feared by everyone in the world, and we were reminded why tonight.
It redefines special. I mean, we know that he had power, but Glover Teixeira takes a hell of a shot. We've never seen anybody do this. What he's able to do is move away. We can watch this entire fight. Move away, pick his spot, and then hit you with something that you would think with a regular fighter would hurt. You know, something flew out of Glover's mouth, and it might have been a tooth. You can see it there in the replay. We don't know if it was spit or if it was a tooth. A lot of people have texted me, asked me if it was a tooth. It might be. I mean, it doesn't matter. What matters is Rumble Johnson is absolutely terrifying, and even maybe perhaps more terrifying now. Now, we're getting some news about John Jones and his suspension, or whether or not he's going to be suspended for an extended period of time, what it was that he took. That, you know, that's all going to have to play out with USADA, but apparently what he has said, it's been told to me it's true. We're going to find out how long he's going to be suspended for, but it was an accidental contamination. So he took something that wasn't a performance-enhancing drug, it wasn't a steroid, and it had something in it it's not supposed to have. We'll find out all that in the future, but if he gets a 6-month suspension or whatever it will be, he could be back a lot sooner than people think.
Wow, that's a sidebar story to what would be a tremendous rematch, though, between Cormier and Rumble. Of course, Anthony Johnson wants that fight. DC weathered the storm early in that one. DC wants Jones, but how about they just all fight each other?
Oh, that's what we want to see. We want to see them all fight. Look, respect to Daniel Cormier, who takes a better shot than Daniel Cormier. Maybe no one on the planet. I mean, Daniel Cormier, what he was able to do when he fought Rumble was absorb the power. Remember, he went flying in that fight. And here he is tapping out Rumble to win the light heavyweight title. But Rumble caught him, and he caught him clean and sent him flying. Look, Daniel Cormier is tough as nails. We knew that. And him versus Rumble for a rematch, I would love to see.
We will see what happens in the months ahead. Donald Cerrone with a big win. Rumble outstanding, 13 seconds. And Conor and Nate thrilled the world just like we all hoped they would.
Boy, did they ever. That fight delivered and then some.
We got the best job in the world.
We do have the best job in the world.
Pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Great to be here tonight. T-Mobile Arena, it was jam-packed, and the Notorious One leaves with the win.
Here's what's coming up inside the Octagon, with a show every weekend from now until October 15th. Next Saturday, the UFC is back on Fox, with a clash between two of the best the welterweight division has to offer. Damian Maia and Carlos Condit lock up live from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, on Fox at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Overseas in Hamburg, Germany is the next stop for Andre Arlovsky and Josh Barnett on UFCFightPass.com. Then we're back on pay-per-view September 10th for UFC 203. And the heavyweight title is on the line when Cleveland's own Stipe Miocic defends his gold for the first time against Dutch striker Alistair Overeem. The UFC's debut in Cleveland goes down on pay-per-view at 10 in the East, 7 in the West. Then catch an FS1 UFC Fight Night between Dustin Poirier and Michael Johnson. A busy UFC stretch is already underway. Don't miss a minute of all of this dynamite action. Don't forget, following tonight's event, you can watch the post-fight press conference live on UFC.com. And tune into the FS1 UFC 202 post-fight show with Jay Glazer, Brian Stan, Dominic Cruz, Rashad Evans, and Megan O'Leary already underway over on FS1. And for those watching in Canada, flip over to TSN.
The executive producers of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC President Dana White, Ari Emanuel, and Patrick Weitzel. The Executive Vice President of Operations and Production is Craig Borsari. Our coordinating producer is Zach Candido. Tonight's show produced by Bruce Connell, directed by Anthony Pasquale Giordano. They were all in the house.
Brian Stan, Dominic Cruz, Trigger Rashad Evans, and I guess you kind of earned your pay tonight, right? 12 seconds. It's pretty good, right? Anthony Johnson with a huge victory over Glover Teixeira. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, this was obviously if you're going to play this out in your head, we know you go for broke real early on, but that fast?
You know what? I told my coach this morning if I was going to knock out Glover, it was going to be by uppercut, and it worked out perfectly.
What, was he showing something that you knew you would be able to get that right off the bat as he was trying to pressure you?
Well, a lot of people think fighters aren't that smart, but we are.
Who said that?
You know. But, you know, my fighting style and his fighting style, I just knew that the speed and the power would be there for me, and he would make a mistake, and he did.
Anthony, I got to imagine, at this point in your career, it's pretty hard for you to find sparring partners. In fact, Rashad down there mentioned, I ain't doing it no more. who spars with you at this point, with a man who hits harder than anybody I've ever seen in the octagon?
My sparring partners give me a run for my money because they know what I like to do. So they hang in there, they push me. You know, when Sugar Cube, sorry, I call him Sugar Cube. That's my boy. When he comes in the gym, he pushes me too. He gives me so much motivation and so much advice. I love him to death.
Do they wear football helmets?
Say what?
Football helmets when they spar you?
No, everybody cool. We cool.
Hey, Rashad, Sugar Cube, why don't you take us through the highlight real quick?
All right, let's talk about this here. You know what? When two of the biggest hitters in the light heavyweight division step in the octagon, you know one thing, somebody's going to sleep. We knew that for sure. Anthony Johnson and gloves to share. And it started off, Anthony was moving really well. And then you see here, he slips in with an uppercut. DeShare was bobbing and weaving and really showing some nice defense, but he missed one thing, and that's Anthony Johnson uppercut. The Henry Hoof uppercut. Anthony goes and he covers open for the ground and pound, but it was already done. Anthony with a big W, and I'll tell you what, Henry Hoof has certain combinations that he likes to work, and this is one of them. So when I seen Anthony hit that shot, I knew it was something he worked on a lot.
Yeah, man, you know how it is. We work day in and day out on certain combinations. You know how it is. We don't add anything to the arsenal. We just sharpen up our tools and we just get it done. That's just, you know, backing up and throwing an uppercut at the same time is just what we do.
I noticed that the way that you threw your overhand is what set up your uppercut early in the fight. I don't know if you even remember it.
I don't.
So fast, but from what I see, you threw an overhand, but when you throw your overhand, you throw it different. I think it has to do with your coach. I got to watch you watch some of you guys hit some pads. You guys throw your hook like a hook, not an overhand. It's more like a hook. Did that set up the uppercut? It looked like you might. Is there a reason you guys throw it that way instead of over the top?
I wish I had an answer for you, man. I swear I wish I had an answer, but I don't.
That good.
We just work our ass off. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Talk about the slap away for a second, though, because you did set it up. You slapped away his own right hand. Were you looking to manipulate his defense a little bit, slap it away, and then come out? It's an old boxing trick.
Right.
Is that something you're working on, or are you just trying to get his eyes on your left hand and land it? Because you slapped his lead hand, put it out of place. You could see the clip right there, and then the uppercut came right through it. I mean, it was flush to the mouth.
I honestly was just trying to throw a left hook. I didn't know my hand was open, so I wasn't trying to be like a Diaz brother and slap somebody while they're punching.
So next time, just say, yeah, that's exactly, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how we did it.
All right. Hey, Anthony, coming into this fight, you know, I thought the game plan B for Glover Teixeira is to try to get you onto the ground. Try to use an OSP game plan. Try to get you in deep waters like DC tried to get you down and stuff like that. Were you expecting that kind of fight, or were you just letting it see whatever happened happen?
Glover, he's a pressure fighter. He always comes forward. And whenever you're a pressure fighter and you always come forward, you leave yourself open for a lot of things, especially whenever you're just so excited to come forward and put pressure and knock somebody out. So I wish I had some answers for you, bro. I don't have any answers. It was just my night, you know what I mean? And that's all I can say. And Glover's a hell of an athlete. It was just my night. It could have been either one of us. I told him in there, I said, we live by the sword, we die by the sword. It was either going to be him or me.
Anthony, what I think is actually really impressive on your end is just your evolution, not just as a fighter, but as a person. I mean, you sat there in the cage afterwards. People are getting after DC, and you're like, hey, show this guy some respect. But everything you did in there seems like a different Anthony Johnson from a few years ago.
Yeah.
DC, and you're like, hey, show this guy some respect. But everything you did in there seems like a different Anthony Johnson from a few years ago.